Hello, we're going to have a go at the sunflower. I think it's fairly easy-ish. I always say this, don't I? But I do think it's not too tricky. There's some quite nice big areas to do, one or two fiddly cutty bits. But it's one of those patterns that if you don't keep quite to the lines, it's not going to really make an awful lot of difference. So that's what we're doing. As you can see, I have got a little bit on here already, and that is from the video, the beginner's guide video. So if you want to see me start off and literally stick the whole thing together, have a look at that video. To save us a bit of time today, I have cut out quite a few bits and we're just going to stick them on. Got to try and work out where they go though. So the idea might have been good, but it might take far longer than I was expecting. But look, these are all the bits I've already cut out, so hopefully we'll be able to work out where they go. I have put a mark on each piece that I've already done, so we should be okay. So instantly I can see that bit goes in there. So we'll stick that down. I can't instantly, oh no, that goes in there. Simple, you see? Don't know what I was worrying about. No. Let's put some of these bits in that you can see quite clearly. She says that's got to go there, isn't it? That's got to go in there. It's gonna go in there. That's got to go up there. That looks like that one there. Only it was this quick most of the time. If only the dogs didn't decide to drink as soon as the video camera comes on. Right. I can't see that one. This one I know comes over here. Next to that one. So, just have to plug my phone in. It's running out of charge. Just try and get the lead out of the way. So I don't normally kind of go round with one fabric at a time. I kind of quite like building up areas, but because I wanted to limit my palette a bit on this, I don't want to keep putting another yellow one, and another yellow one, another yellow one. I want to keep the palette fairly simple for this particular piece. So I'm going round and doing all, I think, all the areas for that one fabric will work at a time, if that makes sense. So this is the fabric that I started with, and I've just gone round and found all the spots that I think it would be suitable for. Just because I don't want to keep building up on different, I've got loads of yellow fabric, but I don't want to keep using another fabric and another fabric and another fabric. I want to tie it all together with a limited palette. So we're nearly there. It's easier. It's a bit like a jigsaw. There goes my door, swinging wide open. This is a bit fringy, so I'm just going to take off some bits. That bit missing. I wonder where that's gone. Oh, that's there. And then this bit, where's this bit go? Can anybody see? I might have to leave that bit in the middle. No, can't see where it goes. So let's move on to another colour. And my good indecisive self again. I think we'll do the very pale bits next. So I just keep referring back to my colour pattern to see which bits I want as the palest. So it's definitely this bit across here. The question I get asked quite a lot is deciding on which bit goes under which bit. You see what I mean? So which bit goes on top of that bit or underneath it. And my basic rule of thumb, I don't think once you've stitched it, you notice. I don't think it's that noticeable which bit should be on top of which bit. So the way I go about it is I actually look at each piece of fabric that I'm sticking on, and I just basically use the piece of fabric that's got the best edge to it. Some fabrics fray more than other fabrics. The cottons do tend to fray a bit. So I just look at which piece I think is going to be less fray. That makes sense? Of course it does. And I stick that bit on the top. And I don't mind. I mean, this very pale stuff is very thin. It's like a lining fabric, which I really like the lining fabrics. I've said it before. So you will see some of the fabric from underneath it. But I don't mind that. I think it just adds to all the charm of it. I think you can be overly fussy sometimes and lose the charm of what you're doing in being absolutely precise. There are areas that you have to be very precise on. There's not really any areas on this that you have to be very precise on. But when I'm, doing the dogs and stuff, obviously eyes and noses, you do tend to have to be a bit more careful. But that's because I'm going for an ultra realistic look. You don't have to all the time. That's just the nature of what I'm selling, really. When people ask for a pet portrait, they want it to look like their dog, or cat, or horse. When you're doing these sort of patterns, you can be a bit more free. I mean, yeah, we want it to look like a flower, but it's going to look like a flower. Whether one bit is stuck on the top of another bit or not, and you can see through it. Okay, really noisy fly in here now. I mean, this is just ridiculous. My contemporaries don't have to put out with this sort of thing when they're videoing. I don't know how they do it. I think they probably do it from the moon or something. That's the doorbell. That's the dogs playing outside. It's called Getting Down a Reel with Maxine Darcy. So I've just had to sit down. It's been a long day. Right. Next bit is over here. I hope I'm cutting somewhere near the camera. But I've sat down so I can't see what I'm doing now. Okay. Expect. Just a little tiny bit up here, some pale bit. There you go. Oh look, that's got a little, now you see it all makes perfect sense. This missing bit. Ta-da! My jigsaw is complete. I can go to bed tonight a happy person. Okay, so we need this bit over here. Right there. So this should come together pretty quickly, as you can see. Once the flower's done, background should be fairly simple. These are all a little bit on the fiddly side, but they're not too difficult to cut out. Just a lot of colour changes, really. But you get what you put in. think we'll do done that bit. Done that bit. Okay, so I think that's all that colour. So I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to carry on, just filling out some more of the petals, but you don't need to see that. It's all a bit the same. And then probably come back and do this centerpiece, and then maybe another video on the background. Okay then, so see you. Bye for now.